Hello folks, my name is Carrie Lendo. I sell vintage online and also resell some clothing, some designer. We've got some designer. This is my thrift haul. I went to the Goodwill bins in Oxnard. Spent around 20 bucks. I'll flash it here. I can't remember exactly how much I spent, but I spent around 20 bucks. But let's dig in and see what I got. I got some designer stuff. I got some vintage. I got this sweater. Look at it. I just got it for myself. I'm a wizard now. Now I cast spells. Okay, what do we got first? Ooh, let's start with the cat piece. This is like a vest with big old fat cats on it. It is Alberto Macaulay. Boo, boo, boo. A large. Now the shape is kind of waterfallish, not super trendy. It is vintage, it's made in the USA. Not a lot of bites yet, but the print is so cool. I think it'll sell. I think I put it for like 25. Next, this is just an old plain Jane, just a black All Saints t-shirt. I don't know if it'll sell. It does have one watcher on eBay. It's got that little ram head right there. Let's show you the tag. It is this men's small, I don't know. Worst comes to worst, I'll wear it some. Maybe see the buffalo ones. It's a little faded. Speaking of Oxnard, next to Oxnard is Ventura, the headquarters for Patagonia. This is just a hat, surf activism. Got a little cinch in the back. Not worth a ton, probably worth like 15. I do need to put it through the wash. Although actually, it doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna wash it first and then list it. This kind of a plain Jane, just thought it was very like lag and look, minimalist. It's a little wrinkly here. It's just like a lightweight blazer. But check out these button details. Kind of oversized, medium. I just put it for like 25. Doesn't have a brand tag. It does have a tag in Japanese, which I do not read. But Google Translate can sometimes figure it out. I figured out a little bit of it. It is 10% polyester, but I do not know the rest. Simple piece. I just kind of like the color and kind of the oversized lagging look. Might not sell. This is vintage Old Navy, which I know what you're saying. How is it vintage? You can tell because it says made in Hong Kong, which Hong Kong was a British colony and it got incorporated into China. So now we'll just say made in China usually. It's a large. I just get it. Very granny core, embroidered flowers. It's large, but it's a small large. I put medium large in the listing. I'm hoping for like 25-ish for that. Here we go. Here's some vintage. Now this is deceiving. It looks like a vintage 49er sweatshirt, but it actually says the Rugby Club, which I don't know if they sponsored a rugby club. There's a bunch of leather jackets that said 49ers Rugby Club. So it's the label. What is it? It's a large, but it really fits like an XXL. There's the label. It is, what is this, like, oh, it's all cotton. So I don't know, I put this for, I'm expecting around 25 for this. I think I put it for a little more, but we'll see. The only thing is it's not really cut like a classic sweatshirt, but maybe someone will like that. Hey, guess what? I found some Versace at the bins. That's right. I saw this and I actually thought maybe it was Lily Pulitzer, which I don't know why I've never sold Lily Pulitzer. Nothing against it. I just don't know much about it. But then I saw this tag and I'm like, this is like kind of the designer tag, the numbers, and I could see the European sizing. And then I saw Versus really big, which is a diffusion line for Versace. It's what I think it was the line that Gianni gave Donatello when she first started. It is a classic Y2K mini. Whose butt fits in that? Mini skirts. It's got like, it says Versace and the zipper, or Versus, and the zipper says Versus. It does have some flaws. This little prong is missing. Somebody replaced it with a pin. And the zipper is separated a little bit. I was gonna repair it myself, but I'm like, I'll list it first, and if it doesn't sell then I'll do my own repair. I'm an okay sewer. Not very good. It's made in Italy. It's legit. I saw one sold for 65. Mine's a little damaged. I started at 65. We'll eventually drop the price or take an offer. Versus hasn't sold very well for me, although I've only sold it one other time, and that was also pretty damaged. So, I mean, it's from the bins. It's probably cost me like $1.50, so I think I'll definitely make a profit, but you know, I might end up selling this for pretty cheap. But if it's in good condition, I would like hold it. Versus is a diffusion line. It's not gonna get as much as Versace, but some of the pieces, if they're really trendy or just have really classic Versace touches, then you are gonna get a decent amount. But it's really plain. If it's a pair of like black dress pants, you're not gonna get a lot. This I haven't listed yet. I need to like steam it and put it on the mannequin. It's just a 100% silk reversible little cover up. I don't know. I'm not gonna get a lot for this, but I once again just love the color. It's got like a tiny bit of a bell sleeve. It was so lightweight. I knew it would pop on the mannequin, and it's a nice little layering piece. Put it for cheap, like 20 bucks. This piece actually just sold, so I need to ship it out. The tag is missing, but it is an LL Bean piece. It is a classic kind of 90s LL Bean sweater. It does have like a wabi-sabi repair kind of style thing going on, but I kind of like that. And there is still one hole in the back. I would say these Nordic sweaters don't do as well as they used to, but they still do pretty decent. I sold this one even though it was damaged, I think for 27 or 28 on Etsy, plus shipping, and I kind of wanted to keep it, but I'm glad I made some money. What a good time to do the solds. I have 2 solds. I got this alpaca sweater already sold and went out. Got it for full asking price of $45. This was in a picked over pins. Nobody wanted it. It was very 90s style zip up cardigan, but it was like a men's XL Peruvian. The next piece, this might be one of my favorite finds of the year. It is a houseplant quilt. For some reason, people at the Goodwill bins, they don't really want the linens. They don't want the quilts. They don't want the bark cloth. They don't want the runners. And I make my money off that. I just sold like a bark cloth sewn together. I think it was a couch cover, but it was a weird shape. But that sold for like $175, just sitting there in a bin. And I sold this for $225, like right away. It is probably my favorite piece I've found all year. In the top 10 easily. It's a quilt with like a whole living room tableau, very like 90s, late 80s colors of like the pinks and the greens and the peaches. It's got a cat, it's got a lizard. It was so great. A little section in the back so you could put a dowel through and hang it, or you could use it like at the end of the bed. Kind of a throw size. Yeah, sold that for $225 on Instagram. I'm very happy about that. Next we have this just kind of crazy geometric sweater. It's a wool acrylic blend. It is an extra large, size 16, St. Michael's Mark Spencer. It's a British piece, not just print on the front. Not a lot of bites on this, but it's a unique piece. I do well with wild and crazy things, and that's a wild and crazy sweater. Next we have, this is a vintage t-shirt, although not the most exciting in terms of like pattern or sentiment. I survived the Yellowstone fire of 1988. A little depressing. There was a big fire in Yellowstone 88. It is single stitched. It's the Spedman XL high cut. Worst comes to worst, Buffalo Exchange loves a single stitch t-shirt, but I think it'll just take the right buyer. I'm at my sister's cabin and I forgot one thing at home. It's this Spalding color block sweatshirt. I just washed it. I think it's a men's extra large, probably get around 25 for it. Okay. Last, but certainly not least, we have the Tam O'Shanter to end all Tams. It is a furry, some kind of hide. I think it's sheep. Little beret thing. Oh, hi, Willie. You here to ruin my video? Those Tam O'Shanters, Tams, Tammies. They're those classic kind of giant berets. Scottish, a lot of times they're plaid. This one's like some kind of hide or fur. Hi, Willie. He wants it. Just totally fab. So that is my haul. Thanks for watching. Follow me on all my links below. Let me know your favorite piece. And thanks for watching. Bye.